So here we are. This is the wall right here that needs to be raised up a little bit, and you can see it. Fieldstone piers is what this house is built on, and they made this interesting. It's got this interesting beam set up under here. I don't know why they did it that way, but I mean, I guess it worked for a while. You can see it looks like an animal was under here at some point and scratched things up. Also tore up some of my HVAC, which I'm still working on fixing. So anyway, that pier is still, I mean, it's still here. It's still load bearing, but it's obviously settled quite a bit, probably about 1.5 to 2 inches. So the idea is to come under here, dig out down about 1 foot or so, get a, probably initially, I'm gonna have to dig out about 3 or 4 of these and get a place for a couple of bottle jacks, and then I'm gonna need a couple more for the actual permanent foundation, which will be hopefully poured concrete and block, and do it all right, distribute all that weight out over, 20 by 20 or so. So I'm just starting here, and hopefully I can get like a concrete block under here, a steel plate, get a bottle jack under here, and then another steel plate under the beam, and start raising it up very slowly, like. I've moved on down this beam a little bit, and I've already started digging a little bit here, but if we look over here, we can see another one of the piers, and this one is in horrible shape. Calling it a pier is calling it a little more than it is. It's a couple of rocks stacked on top of each other. So that's obviously a big issue. And I gotta be careful when I'm digging right here, because obviously I'm digging pretty close to those rocks, and I don't want it to cave and obviously lose part of my foundation. Alright, so I think I'm all set here. I've got, like I said, my 6 4 by 8 by 16 cinder blocks. Concrete top caps is actually what they are. I could have bought like regular cinder blocks to take up more space, but they're more of a pain to work with. They're really supposed to be filled in the middle with like mortar, and so I can stack 2 of these up and it's the same height as a regular cinder block. So I've got 6 of these. I've got a 20-ton and a 12-ton bottle jack. I've got some strips of plywood cut up that's going to be kind of cribbing. So as I raise the bottle jacks, the pieces of metal will slide in, and then once I can fit 3 pieces of that 1/4 inch plate steel, I'll be able to fit a piece of plywood in. And so as we're going up, we want to brace things so that I won't be able to do any work again until Friday. So bottle jacks tend to seep down sometimes, so we don't want to rely on the bottle jacks to keep things where they are. I want to be able to rely on something a little more permanent. So, like I said, I got those. And then I've got 6 of the 2 by 8 by 16 blocks. And that should be able to get everything set up pretty well with that. And it is time to start lifting. All right, well, that post is now sitting on this stack of concrete blocks. And as you can see, my blocks under my bottle jack have cracked. That one cracked pretty good. This one looks like it only cracked in one or two places, but it pushed it real far down into the dirt. I probably should have put gravel under here. I think maybe I may try kind of a combination of gravel and some thicker blocks for the next raise, because I do have a little more space to work with now. And I'll probably do a little researching on the internet this week. But regardless, the weight is now supported by these blocks right here. And I haven't gone and moved any of the old piers. Because obviously if this settles, which it very well may, I don't want it to be able to go past where it already was. But you can see it's sitting on the stack of 1/4-inch plates right there. Progress. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that latch right there was out at least 1/8 of an inch last night. And now it lasted just fine. So we're getting somewhere. So there's our project for the next few weeks, or next weekend or two, hopefully. I'd like to try to get this knocked out. After this, I'm going to start working on my kitchen cabinets. I'm actually going to be renting some shop space from a wood shop in town. The guy was real nice. He's written me, it's only going to be like $500 for a couple of months. And then he gives all the lumber for, he'll give me the lumber for cost. So I've started kind of measuring out my cabinets, but that'll be my next project. But I've still got a whole nother weekend of doing this, probably, and then prepping the kitchen for that remodel. So, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and you got to see some kind of backwoods engineering going into this house. Like the video, hopefully subscribe to the page so y'all can see. Bear with me as I'm kind of developing, I guess kind of a brand, but a video style. If there's anything y'all want to see, definitely comment and let me know. And check back next time.